Good morning. Welcome, everyone. I'm Meredith McCaig, the Associate Dean for the Undergraduate Medical Education Program for the University of Saskatchewan College of Medicine. I'm now going to invite our class of 2026 students to enter the theatre. Great. Thank you. As we gather here today, we acknowledge that we're on Treaty 6 territory and the homeland of the Métis people, and that our students are learning on Treaty 4 and Treaty 6 territories, as well as other treaty territories around the province. We pay our respect to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place, and we reaffirm our relationship with one another. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all family and friends gathered here to support our class of 2026, as well as those of you who are joining us online. And I'd like to also welcome our distinguished guest, many of whom will later serve as cloakers. We thank the College of Medicine Alumni Association for its ongoing support, and the Saskatchewan Medical Association, which is sponsoring this year's ceremony. As part of their education, our students do interact with patients and standardized patients, many of whom have high-risk health conditions. You'll notice our students are masked today. We'd encourage you to consider wearing a mask during today's event to help support everyone's safety. But if you're taking photos after the cloaking, please feel free to temporarily take off your mask. It makes for a better photo. Immediately following today's ceremony, students will have professional white coat group photo taken on the stairs outside the salon. It's my pleasure now to introduce Mr. Harvey Thunderchild, who will provide a ceremonial welcome to begin our program today. Harvey is a traditional knowledge keeper and a band manager originally from Sunchild First Nation. I also thank Val Arnaud-Pelchier for bringing Harvey here today, and she will be presenting Harvey with tobacco to honor and to acknowledge his prayers. We're very honored to have Harvey here with us today and to provide a greeting to start us off in a good way. Please welcome Harvey Thunderchild.
like my friend Don Bernstick would say, holy. Lots of people here. Good to see. Good to see. I guess just to clarify a few things, I am from Thunderchild First Nation, not Sunchild. So, sorry, there must have some words I missed on there. But first of all, I guess I'd like to welcome everybody here. Good to see all the families supporting the kids that are here. It's a long road ahead in front of you. Good challenges, a lot of things that you'll experience in life as you go on with your professions. And I think of Kevin Costner once said, I dream with my eyes closed, and I live my life with my eyes open. Those are just some of the stuff that we carry on, and I think in life. And I think we as everybody, we're all related. We're all treaty people in different ways. But it's a tough challenge that you students are going to go through the next number of years and after you complete your education. And I think of we as Indigenous people, we always open our arms the best way we can to acknowledge everybody of all nationalities in this country. And I think of when we talk about reconciliation, we all have to understand who we are as individuals, where we come from. And I think of, it was a great honor by College of Medicine, Val Arnaud, and the people in her staff to invite me. I accepted the cloth and the tobacco to do opening prayers. I'm going to do this in my own language because I am a fluent Cree speaker from my community. I've lived off my community for over 60 years, but one thing I've never lost is my language. And I think if you can all help me pray in the way that you know how, and pray things the way you do. And I think of, I don't expect anybody to stand up because we don't. The best way to touch the Creator is sitting down. And then the way we pray, so we sit down underground, that's our connection to the Creator. Okay, I'm going to take my time here, take my glasses off. Asepeda tamutata tana semina. Agak tumaki toing kantu tawin umutaka pipixkuan. Kanaga tuagata zikuskayak. Umutagaks na masochik. Isteis kaskita and mamo itawag tumaki toin. Nistos kapil suyan. Ay man, ay mo makaks na maso. Maka, nistanan, nuago magana naks na maso. Visto ay mitawag. Magiskas kita mamu tayo komento tama anista. Kapix questa magia. Kanakatugati tsakaki utai sinuak. Umota kapitsu. Waku makanua e pewita pimatsu. Visto utso asim soa. Ewan nagogo sky kapix na masig mamu tayo mo. Kues kese pimpaitaw. Umaks na masun. Nagatim visto. Nagatim kakin waku makana nakota. Outside kayats, ego nekmina. Ego no kamam siwatiwak. Etu bigito. Magawisto mamota, mago mesenta tamani sa kiskaskitan. Kanagatimia. Kakyan wago magantik. Upme, ego nekmina. Kanagatugin. Iskaskitan ista mamawitaw e mamos tunute pastaks kananto. Magtipagan tutaw inisak tumakitoin. Ego nago ke pisquesta mo ko skayak. Uks na masop. Quest kapamute og meska no visto. Ego ma visto kaskita sa nagatugat suzik. Except mama mo itama gnanas komte nintu tawin. Debia manistes kaskita ka pento tamanista pixkon. Am so askita ta ko dikskatna no nanto ettuge ka pixkona no mamo tawimo. Debia nagatim. Examet pugis kaskita. Nanaskum tinintu tawin, examatuan, so askita takanakskatuna. Thank you. Have a good journey, fellas.
So I would now like to welcome Dr. Kent Stobart, our Vice Dean Medical Education at the College of Medicine. He'll bring greetings on behalf of the College of Medicine. Please welcome Dr. Stobart.
Good morning and welcome. Welcome to this wonderful event. It's my privilege to bring a message on behalf of the College of Medicine. Dean Smith asked that I convey his regrets as he's unable to be here today, as he's at the investor ceremony in Regina for his wife, Jane. Jane will be admitted as a member of the Order of St. John for her work with the therapy dog program, which many of you students may meet Jane when you're working in the emergency and doing your rotations there. But it's also wonderful to return to in-person events, isn't it? In particular, I want to welcome our first-year students, our junior colleagues to the College of Medicine. And congratulations on this first great success for yourselves. I hope that you will each find a long and rewarding career in medicine. This white coat ceremony is a rite of passage for first-year medical students. It's an important event in your life as a U of S medical student. The ceremony impresses upon you that you have entered the medical profession and have new and important professional responsibilities. That you are received here as new colleagues, as junior colleagues, and you're one of us. I remind you of this today, so you really internalize that accomplishment. Take a moment to take a mental picture. People will be taking photos, but take a moment to take a mental picture as you're standing on the stage here getting your coat, that you can use that when you're in the tough times of being on call and that. You can remember, this is why I'm doing this. This is also part of your professional right, and through this traditional ceremony, we will instill a deeper understanding and appreciation of what it is to be a medical doctor. Congratulations, and on behalf of the College of Medicine, welcome to the study and the profession of medicine.
And now please join me in welcoming the Minister of Health, the Honourable Paul Merriman. Minister Merriman was first elected to the legislature in 2011 and re-elected in 2016. He previously served as Minister of Social Services and Government House Leader, Deputy Government House Leader and Government Whip, and is currently appointed as Minister of Health. Please welcome the Honourable Paul Merriman, who will bring greetings today.
Thank you very much. My remarks will be fairly brief. First of all, I'll start with the family. Thank you for all the sacrifices and the work that you have done to be able to support your family members and your friends that are here. Just take a moment to look around at the support that you have here. In this room is packed full of supporters that were able to help you get here in many different ways. And I'm sure if your family isn't here, they're very, very proud of the moment that you have got. When you get your white coat, that's the first step. That's that first step that you need to be able to make to fulfill the dreams that you've had for many, many years in being a physician. And hopefully, as I heard from one of the parents in behind, all this damn hard work to get you here, you better choose to stay in Saskatchewan. And that might be a little selfish on my part because we are in need of physicians very much in our province as well as other healthcare workers. To the faculty that is here, they're now in your hands. We need you to continue to shape the best physicians in Canada and around the world to make sure that this group and every group that comes forward is able to fulfill all of their duties, because we know, that's why I'm emphasizing stay in Saskatchewan. We know that Saskatchewan doctors that graduate from the U of S and also from our other colleges are sought after by around the world because they are the best. So I would very much like to thank the faculty for that. You guys, You nervous? Are you a little nervous? You just want to get that white coat on and get started, don't you? Yeah, I get that. To you guys, congratulations on making it this far. This is huge. There are so many people that apply for the positions and the seats that you're sitting in right now. You should be very, very proud of your accomplishments. Now, the real work, as everybody says, the next step in life is going to begin. And it's going to be challenging. You're going to have good days, and you're going to have days where you might be in tears. And when those happen, you have to rely on the rest of this group to be able to support you. You have to rely on your colleagues because they will understand what you're going through. Talk to the second and third year. Talk to the residents. Talk to them. Let them know they've all been there. You guys are going to get stressed out and you're going to have challenging times, but more than anything, you need to know that you're supported by your faculty, by your family, and by your friends. So all the best to you. The congratulations on behalf of Premier Scott Moe and the government of Saskatchewan and all the people of Saskatchewan. Congratulations on making it this far, and the best of luck in the next steps of your journey. Thank you.
The gifting of white coats to our new first-year medical students is possible through the generous support of the College of Medicine Alumni Association. With our Alumni Association support, we've been holding this event since 2005. I'd like to introduce now Dr. Terry Lipko, President of the College of Medicine Alumni Association. Please welcome Dr. Lipko to bring greetings.
Good morning to the new medical students. Good morning to all the family and friends who are attending this momentous day. The sun has come out, and we'll remember it as not being a cloudy day. We'll remember it as being a nice sunshine day where we're moving forward. My name is Terry Lipko, class of 1974, and on Minister Merriman's note, I graduated from the College of Medicine in 1974, and I've spent my entire career in Saskatchewan. And it's been a very rewarding career for me, starting in Lac La Ronge, practicing in Prince Albert, and now in Saskatoon. Currently, I am the president of the University of Saskatchewan College of Medicine Alumni Association. It is an honor and a privilege for me to welcome and congratulate you on behalf of the Alumni Association with its 3,600 alumni members of the College of Medicine. Today marks the beginning of 4 years of arduous work. Challenges will be faced. Endless hours of study will ensue and be endured. Significant learning will occur. The class of 2026, ultimately, the dreams will become your reality as classmates support one another during difficult moments that will undoubtedly occur. Remember to celebrate the successes that you will have achieved. The relationships and connections you will make in the College of Medicine will far outlast the length of your degree. The class of 2006, you will walk on the stage of your convocation ceremony as a student and exit as a physician and an alumnus, as I did in 1974. On that day, your community will grow, yet again building on the network of support that has already been established. As a student, you can benefit from the alumni support. Right now, the College of Medicine Alumni Association provides financial support for student-led initiatives, along with funding for student scholarships and engagement opportunities. The funding of the Alumni Association receives to support these initiatives comes directly from the alumni. They recognize that to make it through medical school, they relied on the kindness and altruism of the generation that came before them. After you graduate in 2026, I hope you will find your way to pay it forward, whether that be through volunteering on a committee, attending alumni events, or making a gift to student award funding. We remind our alumni members to think back on the years that they were medical students, to recall being filled with excitement and anxiousness, perhaps feeling overwhelmed at times, and then think about how much being supported meant to them. The feeling that this conjures is why alumni will always be there to support medical students. We remember putting on our first white coat and the journey that took place in the years that followed. Although your work as a medical student has just yet begun, my most sincere congratulations on accomplishing so much already. Now is your opportunity to start creating your story, your legacy. The College of Medicine Alumni Association is thrilled to welcome you to the medical profession and support you as mentors, colleagues, peers, and friends. Congratulations. Thank you.
It's my pleasure now to introduce Hifsa Noor, past president, and Zohair Rafid Hamed, current president of the Student Medical Society of Saskatchewan. We're especially lucky to have them here because Hifsa is taking a break from her pediatric rotation, and Zohair is taking a break from studying for an exam that he has at the beginning of the week. So welcome, Hifsa and Zohair.
Welcome, alumni, faculty, students, family, and friends to the Class of 2026 White Coat Ceremony. My name is Zohair, and I'm a second-year medical student, as well as the president of the Student Medical Society of Saskatchewan.
My name is Hifsa. I'm a third-year medical student and the past SMSS president. We are very grateful to have the opportunity to speak to you all today.
Though we are joining together today to celebrate under different circumstances, this is still a very special time of year and one of many monumental moments in your journey to becoming a physician. There are many opportunities that you will have throughout your 4 years at the College of Medicine, many of which would not have been possible without the generous donation and resources provided by our alumni. We would like to take a moment now to recognize the invaluable contributions the alumni have made to the college.
Today is an opportunity to share with your classmates, colleagues, faculty, family, and friends the beginning of your journey towards becoming a physician. Take photos with family today, and I encourage you to look back on these photos on days when medicine feels exhausting, draining, and at times all too much. Let these photos remind yourself of today, a milestone day of celebration, and to assure yourself that even when medicine is exhausting, draining, and all too much, it's also exciting, meaningful, rewarding, and a privileged practice. Today, I hope you all feel a great sense of pride as you don your white coats. This journey you've started towards becoming a doctor is going to be a humbling one in which you're going to learn so much about medicine, but also yourselves.
This ceremony is just the beginning of what is to come. As a medical student, you're going to push yourself past limits that you never thought were once possible. You'll surprise yourself with the amount of knowledge that you gain, and you're going to experience many memorable and defining firsts. Year one, it's like learning to ride a bike. The study skills, methodologies, and practices that allowed you to excel in undergrad, grad school, or even a previous job are now going to require some reworking, reevaluation, and perhaps a change in delivery. The new bonds and lifelong friendships that you forge with your classmates, the mentorship that you gain from your teachers, and the therapeutic relationships that you're going to develop with your patients will all play an integral role in your everyday life. In year two, you will continue perfecting the skills of riding a bike and maybe even add some tricks like riding one-handed. Your clinical skills will continue to improve, and you may even experience that exciting moment when you will correctly diagnose the illness of the patient. And then when clerkship comes along, your path becomes a mountain, and there are some strong winds and storms at times. You're going to switch out your 8-hour lectures and evening study sessions for 12-hour clinical days and 24-hour call. And yes, caffeine, your classmates, and scrub pants pocket snacks will see you through it all. You may even experience your first birth, experience your first patient death, and fall madly in love with the field, and finally have an answer to the dreaded question, what are you going to do when you grow up? Lastly, the fourth year of a medical student is filled with a world of CARMs and matching to a medical specialty. The long work days and studying, the emotional moments, and the hard work over 4 years will lead to the greatest privilege of all, the ability to earn the trust of society and humbly gain the title of doctor.
Medical school is a wonderful place to be, needless to say. You will surprise yourself every day by the amount of knowledge you gain, by your application of medicine, and most importantly, by the growth in yourself. You're going to meet so many wonderful people here who share your passion for the study of medicine and the delivery of healthcare. You'll develop lasting relationships with fellow colleagues, health professionals, and most of all, with your patients. Along the journey, there are going to be times when you're going to feel overwhelmed, frustrated, stressed, and tired. This is normal, and all medical students feel that way as they learn to ride the bike or take on that mountain. But remember that in order to be the best medical student and best physician, you have to take care of yourself first, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So, turn to your friends, classmates, and upper year students, because in the end, we're all in this together. Figuring out what direction to take under the umbrella of medicine can be a lot to swallow right away. So stay open-minded, get involved with the college, hold on to your love for learning, ask lots of questions, and work hard, because you will get there. In closing, we're very excited to have all of you join our family here at the College of Medicine. And remember, these 4 years are going to go by very quickly. So make sure that you slow down and really embrace all the opportunities that you have. Enjoy today, and make sure to take a moment to thank everyone that's helped you to get to this point. I'd like to leave you with the last few words. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. We wish you all the very best, and congratulations once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Hifsa and Zohair. Our next will be a keynote address provided by Dr. Alika Lafontaine, a College of Medicine graduate from the MD class of 2006. Dr. Lafontaine was born and raised in Treaty 4 territory in southern Saskatchewan. He has Métis, Pacific Islander, Anishinaabe, and Cree heritage. After completing a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, he completed his MD at the U of S, followed by postgraduate training in anesthesiology. Active in leadership and advocacy across medicine, Dr. Lafontaine is recognized nationally and internationally as an expert on Indigenous health systems and health policy, institutional bias, racism, and reflective practice. He's served in medical leadership positions for almost 2 decades, including the Alberta Medical Association, the Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of Canada, Canadian Medical Association, Healthcare Can, and the Indigenous Physicians Association of Canada. He was named as the first Indigenous doctor in the Medical Post's 50 Most Powerful Doctors. From 2013 to 2017, he co-led the Indigenous Health Alliance Project, one of the most ambitious health transformation initiatives in Canadian history. In August of this year, Dr. LaFontaine became the current president of the Canadian Medical Association and the first Indigenous president in the CMA's 155-year history. He continues to practice anesthesiology in Grand Prairie, Alberta, where he's lived with his family for the last 10 years. He is unable to join us today due to CMA responsibilities, but he has sent a video message as his keynote address today. And we'll start that now.
What an honor it is to join you on such an important moment for you on your path to becoming a doctor. I bring greetings in behalf of the Canadian Medical Association as its president, but more importantly, I come to you as an alumni of the University of Saskatchewan. I can attest to you that you made the right choice for your medical training. You have a very exciting next 4 years leading into residency. And I'd like to take this time just to share a couple of insights I picked up during my time as a medical student and resident at the U of S. I hope you might find them useful as you reflect on today and into the future. The first insight that I'll share is that who you become as a doctor is much less of a straight path than you might believe right now. The only guarantee of your medical training is that who you are today will likely be very different tomorrow. The secret to thriving in medicine is embracing change. That change doesn't happen just outside of us, it also happens inside of us as well. When I first entered medical school, I was the only Indigenous medical student across all 4 years. I was only 2.5 hours away from Regina, where I grew up, but home felt a world away. I had no close friends in Saskatoon. Most of my undergrad pre-med cohort was in senior medical years, and the world of social media had not yet been created like it was today. My world felt very, very small and disconnected. I started medical school from a place of questioning my suitability for medicine, whether I could even get through medical school and into a residency program, much less decide on what kind of doctor I wanted to become. I had never heard of CARMs. I didn't realize there were subspecialties in medicine. There was a lot that I had yet to be exposed to. On the other hand, there were many in my class with deep ties to the medical field through parents and mentors. To me, they seemed like they knew exactly where they wanted to go and how to get there. The truth is that I've realized that reality was somewhere in between. The pressures I felt with unfamiliarity with the field of medicine, others felt from conformity to expectations. The persons on either side of you today fit somewhere on this spectrum. You all belong here. You all will discover things about yourself that you did not realize before, and you will all likely be overwhelmed at different points and overextended. I really encourage you to embrace the journey you're on together and the imbalance you'll feel about who you thought you were and the person you're becoming. On the other side, I am confident that you'll remain who you are at your core, caring, intelligent, well-intentioned, and self-critical. You all have the makings of amazing physicians. The second insight is one I discovered through a colleague who practiced kendo, a Japanese martial art that focuses on the way of the sword. I really fell in love with this philosophy because it echoed many of the same teachings my parents and grandparents had taught me that were rooted in Indigenous philosophy and culture, but were presented in a very different way. This is one of the things you'll actually learn about medicine. There are multiple perspectives, but the same essential truth or process regarding the human body, mind, or spirit. Kendo practitioners go through 3 phases: Shu, Ri, and Ha. In the phase of Shu, the person tries to abide by the rules. They try to learn all the principles and formations through rote practice. At first, it's hard for the body and mind to abide by all those rules, but through practice, the mind and body start to understand what to do. When the time comes that compliance with the rules is achieved, the Shu phase is finished, and the practitioner then enters the Ha phase. In the phase of Ha, practitioners try to break the rules they just learned. Through self-reflection, they find exceptions to the rules in the real world. But returning to practice, they start to realize why the old rules matter. The understanding of the rules start to get more complete as the meanings of the rules become clear, through understanding where exceptions apply in the real world. Breaking the rules helps to understand the two sides of every rule, compliance and resistance, along with the gap in between. When the time comes, a practitioner realizes that the rules can be broken and the rules often need to be followed. And at this point, they enter the re-phase. In the phase of re, the practitioner tries to leave the rules behind. This comes through understanding the deeper meaning behind rules and leaning into purpose versus prescription. Mind and body start to change as the natural ebbs and flows become clear. What is most interesting is that when re-achieved, the practitioner actually enters a higher understanding of shu, and the process repeats again. There will be many things in the coming years that don't make a ton of sense to you. That's the way it actually works. The courses that you have are designed, the experience you have will be curated, and your syllabuses will be filled with things that you don't fully understand. To take advantage of your learning, remember that there will never be a time in your career where your capacity to grow is greater than it is right now. You are surrounded by an institution that wants you to succeed. Make sure you try it out, give it a chance to work. Learn the rules. Once you really know them, which will take probably all of medical school and most of residency, try to understand what happens when you break them. I am still in the phase of Ha myself. Make sure you stay curious and hungry to grow. The next few years of your life will likely not end in a straight line. Embrace those zigzags. Absorb the opportunities. And today, when you receive those white coats, you will have many people cheering for you, including myself, hoping for your success. It would give me great pleasure if someday in the future I can see one of you sitting here, giving a speech to those in the first steps of their journey to becoming doctors, as president of the Canadian Medical Association. Good luck. I know you're in very good hands.
Thank you very much to Dr. Lafontaine for those words. The White Coat Ceremony strives to emphasize the importance of humanism in your roles as health providers. Your coat is a gift of faith and confidence in your futures as compassionate physicians. It symbolizes responsibility to patients and lifelong learning in the art and science of patient care. You're welcomed today by our cloakers, who are our alumni, faculty, and leaders. They represent the value system of our College of Medicine and are role models of medical professionalism. The white coat reflects our belief in your ability to carry on the noble tradition of doctoring. I'm now going to invite the cloakers to come to the side of the stage, please. I'll introduce our cloakers one by one, and as I introduce each cloaker, I'd ask you to come onto the stage and to take your place. Dr. Uche Felix Obiora Ayamelu, Assistant Professor of Psychiatry, College of Medicine from Moose Jaw. Dr. Rashmi, thank you, Dr. Ayamelu. Dr. Rashmi Bhargava, Director of Faculty Engagement, Regina Campus, College of Medicine from Regina. Dr. Mansoor Haq, Assistant Professor, Pediatric Oncology from the College of Medicine from Regina. Thank you. Dr. Janet Tatusis, Interim Vice Dean, Indigenous Health, College of Medicine from North Battleford. Dr. Tara Lee, Associate Dean, Rural Medicine and Director of the Saskatchewan Longitudinal Integrated Clerkship, College of Medicine from Swift Current. Dr. Terry Zlipko, President, College of Medicine Alumni Association from Saskatoon. Dr. Calvin Wells, Assistant Professor, Cardiology, College of Medicine from Saskatoon. Dr. Kent Stobart, Vice Dean, Medical Education, College of Medicine from Saskatoon. I will also be cloaking as Associate Dean. And Dr. Shazia Mahmood, Clinical Associate, Radiation Oncology from Regina. We'll be cloaking the students in groups of 10. Our medical students will each introduce themselves at that mic and state their name and then take their place. We'd encourage you to please hold your applause until each group has been introduced. Students will be cloaked one by one, starting from my right. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our class of 2026.
Obiora Ayamalu.
Kirat Ahmed. Yara Al-Haru.
Haider Ali.
Sibtain Ali.
Joshua Anderson.
Anthony Antea.
Anonna Arna.
Muaz Asgar.
Fatma Awan.
Iqbal Azar. Osman Badawi. Hasnat Mohammed Bajwa.
Brooke Baxter.
Mason Beaulieu.
Bobby Bedard.
Alexandre Belil.
Maya Burshad. Julia Billingsley.
Travis Black.
Zoe Bourgeois.
Clayton Brazier.
Annika Chernako. Whitney Curtis.
Kate DeVito Porter.
Genevieve Dietrich. Sarah Marie Durr.
Chase Ellingson.
Kevin Entwistle.
Lareb Fatima.
Sadie Fuchs. Maya Gabruck.
Chris Goodfellow.
Ahmad Hafiz.
Nima Tusi.
Mackenzie Heidel.
Ashton Height.
Vivian Heinrichs.
Jake Hesselink. Hassan Jamil.
Sayeda Huriazia.
Abby Jia.
Kayla Joyce.
Anish Kendall.
Muhib Khan.
Balahar Kuber.
Valia Khurshid.
Casey Krishnarik.
Yi Junwan.
Maxime Lepka.
Amy Lee.
Cindy Lee.
Cole Libner. Kyle Silva Makabudbud.
Quinn McDonald.
Madison McNabb.
Adam Magnus.
Marj Mahmood.
Warda Mahmood.
Samantha Manala. Sonia Manala.
Zoha Mansour.
Eric Marlowe.
Maruf Masood.
Samantha Mirandon. Mimi Mustafa.
Alexander Moyer.
Ariel Nasir.
Sanka Garuka.
Tyler Ohitwa.
Madeline Owens.
Lyubov Pastushanko.
Anand Patel.
Devin Prue.
Jesse Ralph.
Samira Ratnayaka.
Jake Reeser.
Noor Rahman.
Josh Roberts.
Michaela Rudniski.
Mark Sabon.
Sabahat Saeed. Borsha Saha.
Peyton Sayers.
Makta Sengo.
Sam Seshadri.
Bryn Stebbings. Hannah Strinholm.
Aladdin Sudan.
Natisha Tucker.
Jensen Trollenberg.
Jacqueline Valois.
Yinong Wang.
Zichen Wang.
Everett Wells.
Liam Zimmerman.
Lindsay Zimmerman.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2026. And I think we all agree they're looking pretty sharp in their white coats. So I'll invite our cloakers to please exit the stage to the left. Thank you very much, cloakers. Please note that we're not quite through our ceremony. At the time of Hippocrates, an oath was taken by novices prior to the onset of training. The oath affirms your commitment to the highest standards of ethical conduct. I'd now like to introduce Dr. Greg Mallon, the Academic Director for the undergraduate program, who will lead our students in reciting their oath of commitment. Please welcome Dr. Mallon.
Thank you, Dr. McCaig. They do look very good. All right, so yes, I will be co-reciting the oath of commitment with you. So as instructed earlier this morning, I will say a piece and then you'll just repeat after me. As I begin my training as a physician at the University of Saskatchewan College of Medicine, I pledge the following. I promise to earn the trust and respect of my teachers and to return them in kind. For only through mutual trust and respect can we learn the skills required of a physician. I will adhere to the standards of professionalism as specified by the college. Such that my conduct upholds and reflects the high calling of my profession. I will accept responsibility for those medical duties that I feel prepared for. I will hold back when I am not prepared. And I will seek the experience that I need to prepare myself. I will strive to preserve the dignity, the humanity, and the privacy of all my patients. And through my openness and kindness, I will seek to earn their trust in turn. I will treat my patients and my colleagues as my fellow beings and never discriminate against them for their differences. And I will ask that they do the same for me. I will value the knowledge and the wisdom of the physicians who have preceded me. I will add to this legacy what I am able. And I will pass it on to those who come after me. As my skills and my knowledge grow, so too will my awareness of my limitations and my errors. I will strive to recognize and understand my weaknesses. And I promise never to put an end to my studying and learning. That I might improve myself every day of my practice in all the years to come. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mallon. We're almost done, but just a few quick notes before people stand up. Professional pictures of the class in your white coats are scheduled in about 5 minutes on the stairs exiting out of the salon. And so we'll give you 5 minutes and then we'll give you a cue to move to the stairs where we'll take your professional class photo. And then following that, there'll be lots of time for photos with family and friends in the salon, and then we will need the salon to get ready for another event, so then we'll invite people at that point to move outside for further photos if you wish. For any guests who need to leave quite soon, While the class photo is being taken, we would ask you that rather than going down the main stairs and accidentally getting in the class photo, that you use the stair.